Okay, we're going to run through all the parts real quick here. This may not be the smoothest demo, but it should get the job done. First of all, there are three different types of fin cans. There's a slip-on that uses the motor twist-on clip, like so. There is the slip-on that uses the Estes 18 millimeter motor clip. And then there's the all-in-one that doesn't require a liner, and the motor fits in and it just clips on like that using the twist-on clip. So two of them use the twist-on clip, and one of them uses the metal 18 millimeter Estes motor clip. So to give a quick rundown of how these all go together, they'll start with the Estes motor clip. The first thing you want to do is you want to measure a place to put a slot in the tube using this. Basically, you line up and put a slot in the tube the distance of the liner. Then you put the liner in, and then you put the clip on, and then you line up the notch for the motor clip, and then you push that all the way up to the base of the body. You would glue this piece in. And now when you insert the motor, of course it works just like you would expect. The front of this clip acts as a motor stop. The liner simply positions it, and of course the back holds the motor in place for ejection. You notice on this they also have the launch lug ring. The launch lug ring might be, you could glue it in place, or I think if you cut a slot and then feed the shock cord through and then slide this down up top of the shock cord, it'll be firm enough to hold it in place. And then you have the nose cone, which has a bar across the base so that you can attach the shock cord. All right. So now let's look at the twist-on motor. This is a slide-on twist-on. And in the slide-on twist-on, we have the fin set, of course. Then you put in, this is a liner. The liner for this particular type has both a motor stop on the top, and it's got a lip at the bottom so it doesn't slide forward. So that goes in. And then, of course, the motor goes in. So then that goes in place, and that locks the motor in place. And then you would put launch lugs and various other things on it. Now, the all-in-one doesn't require any liner. You can simply take the motor and insert it in, and then lock it in place. And once again, this just inserts into the back here. Of course, it'll need to be glued to the body tube. That pretty much covers all the variations. Oh, I wanted to show this real quick. When you print the Sprint style fins, it has this support piece that's in place that breaks off very easily so that you get that nice curve at the bottom of the Sprint fin. And then, of course, if you really want to be crazy, this is an Astrocam adapter, so you can fly an Astrocam on these bad boys if you want. Okay, that about covers it, I think.